Well, as I've told you, viewers, and we've been discussing it in the first half, unbelievable suspense on the back of certain projections, exit poll projections, and that's really added to the anticipation. So the latest exit poll predictions that seem to put the NDA or the Mahayuti ahead in Maharashtra are from Lokniti CSDS and of course Access My India. But why should we believe these exit polls? What have pollsters seen that's convinced them to back the Mahayuti? Let's ask the pollsters themselves, but before that, a quick sense of their projections. Let's look at CSDS Lokniti projections. Once again, the MVA 39%, they are only projecting vote share, not seat share, viewers. Mahayuti, they put at a whopping 4% ahead of the MVA. The others get a substantial 18%. The margin of error plus minus 2.6%. So traditionally, many people sort of use the 3% barometer, but here 2.6%. The other significant number, viewers, but the gap between the NDA and the India alliance is 4%. Remember, in the last election, in the Lok Sabha election in Maharashtra, when you project the numbers onto an assembly map, the vote share was only 1%. And with just that 1%, we saw that the Maha Aghadi actually got a larger number of seats. Now, let's quickly go across to the two pollsters and get a sense really of where they stand, why they're projecting these numbers, how confident they are. Pradeep Gupta, Access My India. A lot of Indians know you. You've been seen many times on camera crying tears of joy when you've got it right, and sometimes tears of anguish when you haven't quite got it right. One of the instances, of course, was famously the Lok Sabha elections, and then obviously the last election that took place in Haryana, where everyone sort of copped out. Now, Mr. Gupta, your numbers are quite astounding. You seem to be giving a clean sweep, and the numbers are on our screens, a clean sweep to the NDA, 178 to 200 seats. And that's a hell of a number, because that seems to suggest that they will do the best that they ever have done. I mean, when the BJP was with the United Shiv Sena, they never got these numbers. So where are all these projections coming from, and why should we believe you?
So I'll answer your last question first. Why people should believe us the Access My India? One should see the track record of any product and services. So mine is also a market research services, and we try and predict. So our track record till today says that we have predicted about 77 elections in last 11 years, and we could call correctly 71 out of 77, and 6 occasions you can say we were unsuccessful to call the result right. I mean, so this is something viewer has to decide what to consume, how much to believe, how much not to. I mean, beyond this, I can't say anything. But as far as Access My India, rigorous process is there. It is Harvard Business School case study, and our methodology, we go to each and every constituency of the state, and we have done in this Maharashtra election about 35,000 interviews spread across 1,700 villages and cities. And so this is something very robust exercise we try and do. And yeah, so this is what we do, and our monitoring and systems and processes are all in place for us to come out with this number. So whatever numbers is coming, we don't see it, and we try and do the analysis, the deep analysis, and based on whatever come, we put forward the numbers.
In some of these regions, there's been a complete reversal. In Vidarbha, for example, from the Lok Sabha result, you seem to give the NDA almost the numbers that the MVA had got.
Yes.
This is a huge reversal. What is it that, who rather has voted en bloc really for the NDA in Vidarbha?
Vidarbha particular, if you are talking about, there are about substantial 17% Dalit population clubbed with around about 13% Kunbi, and Adivasis about 11%. So all put together 11% swing in favor of Mahayuti from Maha Aghadi among the Dalits and about 15% swing in favor of Mahayuti from Agadi across the state I am talking about. And you will see that not only in Vidarbha, except Western Maharashtra, in all other regions,
Yeah.
the lead is around 2/3, 1/3 kind of a thing. Only in Western Maharashtra, out of 58 seats, we are giving 36 to Mahayuti and 21 to Agadi, meaning about 60-40% ratio difference.
So look, Western Maharashtra is obviously the place where the two Senas, the two NCPs really are going at each other. So are you projecting which of these NCPs is going to do better? Sharad Pawar, you think, is ahead, or is it Ajit Pawar?
So see, for this question, it's a very tricky kind of a question. There are two aspects to it. One is where NCP versus NCP direct fights are there, which are about 41 seats, straight fight. NCP Ajit Pawar likely to win 22 seats, and NCP Sharad Pawar likely to win 14 seats. This is one data point. 22 to Ajit Pawar, 14 to Sharad Pawar, and BJP is also there, about 3. Friendly fight is also there. Okay, so this is about 40. But when we ask people whom you have voted in last assembly election when the NCP was united, and also the Shiv Sena, and whom you are likely to vote this time, what is the answer across the state? I am revealing now. 43 for Ajit Pawar. Those 100% voted for united NCP, 43 gone to Ajit Pawar and 49 gone to Sharad Pawar, and about 8% to others. So these are the numbers. To answer this.
So the two Pawar factions will continue to fight it out to establish their dominance. That's an amazing number. Well, Pradeep Gupta, let's hope that you get it right, at least for your sake. Are you at all now seeing this really as a make or break election for your own credibility?
I do understand this is not make or break, but twice consecutively, you can say Lok Sabha also, and now to Haryana election, we couldn't call it correctly. So this is something very important for us. But in between, just on the 5th November, on a lighter note, we could call US election spot on correctly, though everybody was saying tough fight and Kamala Harris is ahead. But we clearly said it was broadcast and published in all US media. Access My America predicting clear win for the Trump, and which is the case. So anyway, so every election is important, like a sports, or like a match, or like an exam. Sometime we success, sometime otherwise. So let's see how it goes.
Okay, let me also bring in a fellow pollster, Sanjay Kumar, Lokniti CSDS. Now, you haven't projected seats, Mr. Kumar. You've only projected vote shares. You say that the conversion always is quite tricky. Now, are these vote shares, again, I mean, those are big numbers, 4% difference between the India and the NDA, again, leaning towards the NDA. Will these numbers hold up? Will they hold on, the vote share, till tomorrow?
Rahul, I'm not saying that I'm absolutely confident that the vote share which we have projected would hold on. There is always a margin of error which we have calculated. Look, for Maharashtra, we have projected that Maha Vikas Agadi is likely to get 39% vote, and Mahayuti is likely to get 43% vote, and the others are getting 18% vote. And there is a margin of error of 2.6%. It could well be within the margin of error. There is also a possibility, who knows, that our margin of error is much beyond what we have calculated. There is a possibility, but I am confident at this moment, at least, because I have looked at the profile of the sample which we have collected. We have done it very, very systematically. But yes, there is no guarantee. I can't say that I can be 100% sure that our estimates of vote share is going to be absolutely correct.
So you're hedging your bets. Pradeep Gupta is saying, look, I've done my homework. I'm going to go ahead and say that, yes, I've got it right. But look, I mean, these are all different perspectives. And I believe that these two pollsters have actually put their heads down this time, because they have set themselves higher standards. So let's hope that they get it right. But one final question, I want to bring back Sanjay Kumar ji. Now, regions and demographics, is the spread even for the MVA or for the Mahayuti, or are there big variations as we go from region to region? Pradeep Gupta is erring pretty much in every region towards the Mahayuti. What about you?
No, it's not even. Yes, there are regions where, like Mahayuti is ahead of Maharashtra Mahavikas Aghadi. It's like in Marathwada region, it is the, say, Mahavikas Aghadi which has a slight lead. But there are regions where Mahayuti is ahead of Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi. If you look at the caste communities, among the Marathas, there is a tilt in favor of Mahayuti. But if you look at the Kunbi vote, which seems to be more or less equally divided between the two communities, more or less on more or less on the lines which we expect. The upper caste vote is tilted in favor of the Mahayuti, and if you look at the Muslims, the tribals, it is tilted in favor of the Mahavikas Aghadi. So yes, there are some patterns which is emerging from the poll which we have conducted at this moment.
Okay, so two divergent, at least when the demographics are concerned. You're saying the tribals are going towards the Mahavikas Aghadi, and at least what we heard Mr. Gupta say, that he believes that the consolidation is happening towards the Mahayuti. So two differences, very interesting. Mr. Gupta, what is the number that you're going to be looking at tomorrow to convince yourself that this is going according to your projection? What is the thing? The conversion, what is it?
Minimum 178 for Mahayuti, minimum. That is something our range starts. So at least 178 Mahayuti should get. That's the number we will be looking in case of Maharashtra. And in Jharkhand, our range start for India Alliance 49 to 59. So 49 seats out of 81 seats I will be looking forward to get in Jharkhand.
Okay, well, tomorrow's verdict will also be a verdict on these two gentlemen. So thank you very much for joining me, viewers. I'll tell you, this is a very important election, and that's why we can't discount anything. Even the fact that the exit polls have got it wrong is not something we're going to discount, because as someone was saying yesterday, the law of averages can sometimes kick in, and who knows, it might just be their lucky day. I leave it at this, viewers, but we move on to another very important and big story.